Well, they forgot to buckle up. They forgot to buckle up. Let's talk about this defense and what in the world are we going to do about this?
Man.
As we celebrate the greatness on his birthday of the greatest owner of all time, Jerry Jones. It's the Happy Birthday Jerry show. And it starts meow.
Michael Parsons.
What's up, everybody? Welcome into the DLLS Cowboys podcast. If it's not too much trouble, smash the like button on your way in. The Cowboys defense got embarrassed. Shout out to Carrie in the chat who said Jesse and Jeff will have a grand old time today. Nothing better than an embarrassing loss. They love that. I want the Cowboys to win every Super Bowl.
I don't know why y'all think we don't want the Cowboys to win. We want. There's
You
nobody.
want us to lie to you.
There's nobody on this panel
They want us
that
to lie
are
to you.
on this show that wants. Do y'all understand? And this is just real. This is just absolutely real. This is absolutely real. We all have mortgages. At least three of us does. I think Ali pays rent.
Well, I got a pool fund.
I don't pay squat.
I need
We all
23.3.
pay mortgages. We have bills. You got Jeff got pool fund.
I need 23.3.
Pop got
Daughters in
college fees all out the wazoo. Ali got 3 wide. No, I'm playing. Ali,
You're gonna go.
I'm joking.
Jeff, that might be what?
It's got to be racist.
That's gotta be racist.
Going there.
Got to be racist.
That might be racist. That might be. Let's attack.
Got to be racist.
Ali got rent and I got a mortgage.
Jesse got child
Yeah,
support.
I got child support. I got child support and court costs and lawyer fees.
I got to buy a bunch of mayonnaise. I don't know. What's the white people
What
doing?
did that doctor say? Some homeless
Oh,
fatherless
man.
African Americans running right here.
We need the Cowboys to be successful. We want the Cowboys to be successful. Successful teams drives revenue up the wazoo.
That's why I
we
don't
don't
like
want
Jerry.
them to lose. We want them to win. Trust me.
And I would love to write stories about them winning.
But we
after
are
30 years.
also
realistic.
realistic.
Yeah.
And that's what
Gotta
we
be
bring to
realistic.
every single day. Back to you.
Why do you think I don't like Jerry? It's because he stops you from winning.
Right.
Why do you like him? It doesn't matter. What's
And I-
it? Welcome
and I-
in, everybody.
Back to you,
And I
Tua.
ran into, just to piggyback on it real quick, I ran into a pastor going into the game, pastor from Rock Hill, South
He
Carolina.
said Jerry's going to hell.
He said Clarence is going to hell. That's what
He said, stop being negative. And I can't remember his name. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I can't remember.
you know
he
what?
says he watches our show.
You got
He said, stop being negative.
You got it.
This before the game, because I know
Yeah,
he
I'm
thought
about
the
to say.
Cowboys were going to win.
No, you
I
got
bet
it.
he was hellfire and brimstone after the game.
No,
though.
you got it.
Before the game. This before the game, because he was feeling good about the Cowboys.
I'm doing it today.
Wait, hold on.
I'm doing
he
it
was a
today.
pastor? He was at the game?
Sir.
On Sunday at noon?
On Sunday at noon?
1 o'clock.
And out of town?
1 o'clock. No, it's Rock Hill's like a 30 minutes.
Oh.
Suburb.
So that means you had a pastor. You took off church to come to a football game?
Hey,
Shout
man,
out to
Oh, pastor, you took off. You told the church that you were sick. You told the church you was speaking out of town?
Listen.
Shame on you,
Listen,
pastor.
he might do the 8 o'clock
Whoa.
service. He do 11 o'clock service.
He looked the Lord dead in the eye.
He did an 8 o'clock service.
I said, Lord,
He did an 8
they
o'clock
need
service.
me. They need me at Bank of America today. Well, you should have stayed at. You should have went to church.
All right. Well, my name's Jeff. Welcome in. I don't say weird stuff. I don't. I'm next to former Cowboy wide receiver Jesse Holly.
Oh, Jesse Holly went 77 yards. It must be a reality show.
Hey, that was. Hey.
Oh, you put the picture
Yeah,
up?
you don't need that.
Put
That's
the picture on.
we're positive. Like the pastor said, John.
I'm gonna do it today. He's next to the greatest beat writer in the history of the Cowboys, Mr. Clarence
Rico
Hill.
looked like.
Hey,
Yeah.
No head on today.
No, lean your head down.
My
lean,
head is
lean,
fine.
lean your head down.
Lean your
Lean your
head
head down.
down.
Lean your head down. Lean your head down.
We're still on this.
Let's see that head.
Are we still on
let's
this?
compare to your forehead. Put
let's
your head
look,
down.
look,
Put your head down.
Look,
okay?
look.
Let's do that.
Yours look like
You got a lot of great coming
yours
too.
look like what the Panthers did yesterday. Got a dub. Look, show them that dub.
Look at
Show
it.
them
Look
that
at
dub.
it.
This is day 2 of the hairline battle. Makes Clarence the second greatest beat writer in the history of the Cowboys, Mr. Ali Jawad. And I'll tell you, what I look forward to the most is the Cowboys bouncing back next week with a big dub in the division.
All right.
And obviously, now that you're going into week 7 with your new defensive coordinator, they'll continue to gel. And I think we'll see big progress from this defense. And
Stopping the run is on the way.
And I really look forward to that.
Who's surprised, though? They beat the Jets, and everybody feeling good. The defense looking good. Oh, they got Carolina up next, and they could make a run and make some of this season. And then they lose to Carolina. Yeah. Lose to Carolina. And people in Carolina, talking to people in Carolina, they were shocked. Carolina clearly had more intensity. They wanted that game. Well, you can see by Rico, they were energized to win that game. The Cowboys weren't in it mentally like Carolina. Going into that game, the Cowboys were 7-1 in Carolina against the Panthers. I mean, they owned. That was their stadium. It's a takeover stadium. There were more Cowboy fans there. I didn't tell number of Cowboy fans in the house. There are lots of Cowboy fans in Carolina, North and South Carolina. They all showed up.
Well, and I think the Cowboy fans that did show up, fortunately, they got to see a show as Dak Prescott played well and George Pickens made his case to be a wide receiver 1. Maybe he could stick around for a while, and I think that gives you the positivity and energy moving forward to see this team start a win streak.
I love what you're doing right here. I love it.
What are you doing?
Oh, he's positive, Jeff. I love it. We love this, Jeff.
The Panthers became 500, 3-3 for the first time since 2019 or 2021.
21.
That's how bad they've been.
You have a Hall of Fame general manager who
It's his birthday.
who sees the holes on his team, and you don't think that he is going to get this thing right and get you on track and head to the playoffs? I see that happening. I see Jerry taking a look at these things. Now, again, they're going to gel a little bit. It takes time with a new coordinator. They're going to gel a little bit, and this defense is going to stiffen up a little bit. The run defense will obviously get way better because you have Kenny Clark. You got rid of a guy who couldn't stop the run. Mm-hmm. You just have to be patient with a new coordinator and let this stuff come together.
Ali?
Jeff, eat a Snickers.
No, that's who he is. That's who he is. He's himself. He's been himself.
What an absolute embarrassment this game was.
Tyler Booker will be back soon. CeeDee Lamb. Who's going to beat you when you're scoring 40 instead of 30? Nobody.
I put a sarcastic tweet out last night, trying to be facetious, and said, Dak Prescott and offense lost this game. They lost it. They blinked. They know damn well.
I saw that tweet, and I was like, what are you doing?
I know, and everybody they know, and it was being sarcastic, but let's be honest, it's real. You know damn well you need to score 30 points to win. You know damn well if you don't get to 30, you're not going to win. The defense is giving up 31 a game, okay? You didn't know damn well you cannot blink. They blinked in the fourth quarter. And I'm being facetious because they played well and you scored 27 points. You should be able to win. But we know good and damn well this season, they scored 37 in all their wins, okay? They scored 40 in a tie, whatever it was. I mean, to compete, you have to be over the 30 mark. And they blinked in the fourth quarter. It's hard to blame. You cannot have one bad drive. That fumble snap in the red zone. And then you have to set up for a field goal. And then the next drive and your dumbass swing pass, I don't know.
You said it already.
It's already there. And then the 2 check downs, and Dak was like, I checked it down. There were maybe some people may have seen I had something I could have thrown, but I didn't want to do a tight window throw and get it picked off because there's no way he didn't think they would get the ball back. No way. They're at midfield, so you're going to pin them back, right? So there's no way he didn't think with 6 minutes to go, he would never get the ball back. So he was not going to put the ball in harm's way at that point when they're already behind the chain. Trying to play smart football.
Yeah, and I think this will be positive that I actually mean. I think Dak's doing an incredible job of walking the tightrope that is almost impossible to walk. Where if you look at, on average, how far he throws down the field
almost.
And how aggressive.
It's impossible to walk. It's impossible.
But he's doing it so far is the thing.
Yeah.
Like he's because what he's doing in his head is he knows. Dak knows. If I throw a pick, we lose.
Yeah.
If we lose a fumble, we lose. If I can't get this thing over 30, we lose. And so I have to balance being aggressive enough that I'm willing to challenge people and I'm willing to risk the ball. But at the same time, I know if I'm wrong one time, this thing is over. And yet, like the last 3 games thing that they put out from ESPN,
right.
11 touchdowns, no turnovers from the quarterback, and no one's ever not had a winning record with those numbers.
Yeah,
like the job he is doing walking the rope that he has to walk right now is incredible. And he has to do more.
Yeah, that's what's
right.
crazy.
And I don't say that as in because I'm telling you, you make $60 million, you must do more. I'm saying if your expectation is for this team to win, he has to somehow do more than that, and that's insane.
What he can't do, but he's absolute. John, you ready? You ready for this? What Dak can't do this next week. Absolutely cannot do this next week. Okay. Don't wear the young boy.
We're on this again.
Come on, man.
Dak, Jesse had nothing to do.
He played well.
Don't put the young people clothes on no more.
He played
We're still on this.
Do not put the young people clothes on back next week. Dak, get back in the suit. Don't put the young boys. See what I'm saying?
Young people close had him balling.
Yeah, he should have had 4 touchdowns.
He felt
Oh my God.
Should have had 4. Should have had 4.
An older man would have pushed that ball down the field, would have thrown the screen.
Exactly. An older man would have called his shot. An older man wouldn't have fumbled that snap. An older man in the suit.
I hate you.
But he got on that snap.
I hate you.
That snap.
No, that snap rolled back into his gut.
Whatever. He put himself in harm's way with all those big guys to
He caused it.
I don't know who caused it.
He caused it.
I don't know who caused it.
He got out of there a little too quick.
Well, the bottom line is
He was loose with the snap, like he was loose in them clothes.
Wow.
Get back to them custom suits,
He got on
Dak.
that snap. He got on that ball.
No, he got out of there. I think he just got out of there a little too quick, and it's also hard to blame him because I think part of what happened
You owe me $50.
Oh, you 50?
For what?
What I bet
Did
on?
you bet on what, at Oklahoma?
I don't know. If you tell me I did, I believe you. I give you 50.
I think I look back.
I give you 50.
I think you bet Oklahoma.
I believe you.
I think we talked about this last week.
I believe you, Clarence.
Boy,
Just
boy.
know it takes away from the pool fund and my future children.
Not my problem. You know future.
My mortgage. Really, what it means is I need to chill out on the fireball for a half second. That's what that means. I also think one of the things that happened is the fairy tale ran out. Like, it's nice in the NFL to, not that the season has been a fairy tale, but this one part. Like, you have people talking about your backup offensive linemen and the job that they've done. That ran out. You ran up into Carolina where they do have some big boys for you on that defensive line.
Yeah.
And we can stop saying, well, I tell you now, that TJ Bass, that Brock Hoffman, you need that Tyler Booker and that Cooper Beebe.
Yeah, but they passed the ball well. They pass block protected
But
well.
no, see, this
But
is the part when we go back and you start watching film, you start watching how Dak Prescott is maneuvering in the pocket.
Right.
Like, that's the part that I never want people, at least this year, to stop focusing on. It's not that they're blocking this thing up good. It is that they are getting whooped at the line of scrimmage. They are getting beat quickly. But what Dak Prescott has been doing, and I'm willing to sit down with anyone, anybody, anywhere, and we can turn on the tape. Okay? Anybody, anywhere, and we will turn it on and I will show it to you. This is Dak. This is not these dudes up front blocking well. They are getting BTA up front.
Yeah.
And Dak is being able to just work his way through all of this nonsense and find plays down the field. And that's what's so special about what he's doing. And if there is a frustrating part from me is that, yes, you are going to waste this season of this quarterback.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't know if you get this level of play again. I'm not saying that he's incapable of having this level of play, but when you're talking about somebody in such a groove and someone who's playing at a high level and confidently and healthy, that's a big key, healthy. You never know what the next single season will bring, what the next game will bring, snap will bring, series will bring. But when you have this level of play happening, like Jeff said earlier, 3 games, 11 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 70+% completion percentage. I mean, just almost 1,000 yards of throwing, and you're 1-1-1. Like, that is insane. But it's a lot of him doing the leg work, the arm work, the mind work. Like, he's doing it mind, body, and soul for this team to even be close. And, like, you think this game is embarrassing? Again, we can go back and we can watch the Jets game. And it's not on him, but, like, if Justin Fields could throw
make those throws,
a little bit, you might have lost to the Jets too. If Justin Fields had a I'm talking about.
If you didn't block an extra point, you lost another game, and like
there's a lot to look at this game, and you know, again, Dak is the last. I joke, and I hope that you guys have a sense of humor about the whole close situation. I do mean that though, but it's funny. But yeah, man, like this Dak is playing spectacular football. They did blink in that moment. And I didn't think I thought Shotty had an okay game. He had been on a roll. But again, when the running game isn't going, as Cowboy fans, a lot of times we start taking the backups and the third string guys and we want to put them, we want to say, well, he was playing really good and he's played 3 good snaps and you forget the other 50 snaps that he didn't play really well. And we push these agendas for these players, and there's a reason why these guys are backups and third string guys. This is coming from a guy who's a backup and a third string guy. There is a difference. There is a difference between the guys who are coming in reserve and the guys who are designated the starters from day one. And you see it. You can hold up for a day or two, but over time that will show its face. And you saw it again yesterday against the Carolina Panthers.
What we gonna do about Flus? We'll do that next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast.
Let me tell you about my friends at Branded Bills. Whether you need snapbacks, truckers, fitteds, beanies, or tees, Branded Bills has you covered with performance and style. Looking for some gear to make your brand stand apart from the crowd? Branded Bills has you covered with all the custom headwear. Start your order and a dedicated team member will help you create the exact custom apparel you need. Not only will they give you great hats like the ones that you see on our desk, like the one that you see on Jeff's head, but they have partnership with 40 colleges as a part of their campus collection, including TCU, Texas Tech, and Texas. After Clarence, you should be excited. You guys got a win last weekend. But head on over to brandedbills.com and use the promo code BBDLLS for 15% off your first order. We may have to reach out to Branded Bills, Jeff, and just see if we're gonna get this tank thing rolling.
Oh yeah, get the tank.
We might get some Branded Bills with the tanks on them with the ropes, because at this point in time, you're gonna need that rope to pull you out of that place. So brandedbills.com, BBDLS for 15% off your first purchase.
Also, shout out to our friends at Prize Picks. You see that? I'm up 92.05. Balling. Prize Picks is super fun. All you do is you have to say
Chipotle on Jeff.
What's that?
Chipotle on you.
Get your Chipotle one time. I don't know. I might owe 50 of that to Clarence.
But still 40 in there though.
Yeah.
We can eat all 40.
Yeah. Prize Picks is super fun. All you do is you make your picks. You say, I think that so-and-so is going to have more or less than a projected stat line. You can do pass yards, rushing yards, touchdowns, whatever, things like that. You can also do stuff like Dak is going to do more than a certain number of completions in his first 10 attempts, or more yards in his first 10 attempts in a certain number. Super fun. Love my Prize Picks. All you have to do is make those picks, and then if you get them right, guess what? You get the monies. Download the app today. Use the code DLLS. You get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code DLLS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That is our friends at Prize Picks. It's good to be right. It is the DLLS Cowboys podcast. We got a bunch of super chats from you. Got a Magic Marker Monday coming up in our next segment. We'll talk about Flus and this defense some more in this segment. We got some super chats. Armand's in there. With all due respect, forget Jerry, I believe is what he said.
Forget
Roman
Jerry.
Wolf Gaming is in there. Ready to draft TJ Parker and Jeff's mock now. Okay, haven't really done the college stuff
there
yet. Okay, Clarence won't let me go there yet, but I might start watching some guys tonight. Mike Freud is in the super chat. If this team was just a 20th to 25th ranked D, they'd be a legit playoff team. That is true.
Facts.
Oh, they wouldn't.
20 to 25th? They're 39th.
Yes, yeah.
39th.
They would.
But if you're the number one offense in the 17th defense,
he
you
did one
can
stop yesterday.
below the heavens, playing scared to lose, ends up in losses. All he did was call a screen pass. They lost yards on a screen pass. And because of that, it's that Chris B is in the super chat. Agree, Jeff, this Hall of Fame GM is going to get it right. That's right. Happy birthday, Jerry. Look forward to you getting this thing headed in the right direction real soon. Captain Thunder's in the super chat. Thank you, Objective Jesse. I'm getting upset stomach listening to Jeff France give Greedy D PR. Talk about his poor last drive. He dressed poorly, too. That's a great point by Captain Thunder.
I don't know if I ever want to be in agreement with Captain Thunder.
I think he's got a good point. Dak hadn't been very good this year.
He's been on Twitter tweeting at me, too.
I blocked him.
I think if Dak...
Yeah, but...
I think he has a great point. If Dak played better, they'd be undefeated. Tanya is in the super chat. Is Osa the new Awuzie?
What does that
That's
mean?
a weird.
Night 405
That's
is in the
gotta
super
be.
chat.
That's gotta be, right?
It's
That's
not
gotta
positive. It's not positive.
That's gotta be.
I just want safeties who force
said to
methodical
get no
drives. Solid Duck. What's up, Duck? I really wanted Flus this year, but I was dead wrong. Dark times are here.
All right, a little accountability right there for Solid Duck. We appreciate that.
I mean, and we could do a little bit of that when you talk about the individual players on this defense. I think at least one of them that they brought in we thought could kind of play, and we're wrong. But, it turns out that there is a reason for different things. Like the Cowboys defense was built on a lot of optimism, a ton of optimism, that guys that other teams were desperate to be rid of because they made first-round money and couldn't play, that once you got them, they were first-rounders, man. They're going to be awesome. That didn't work out. Probably a reason Jack Sanborn was a backup. There's quite a few things going on. But my question is, Clarence, why didn't Jerry talk after the game?
I don't know what Jerry
He had jokes about Rico before the game. He said, my guys are shaking in their boots. I can't even get them on the field. Like, he had jokes, and he was feeling real good, and why didn't he want to talk after the game?
Had jokes about Rico. I don't know.
Yeah, reservations for birthday dinner.
Okay, it was his birthday. It was about to be his birthday,
Today.
so that's fair. Yeah,
Today.
Happy birthday, Jerry.
He's talked at every game this season and certainly has used games to spin things about the micro trade because it always comes back to the micro trade, whether it's a playoff team and all this other stuff.
Packers are the number one run defense in the NFL, which shouldn't be possible, and we
guess,
should be number one because we have Kenny Clark.
And I guess he had nothing to spin, but yeah, he did not talk, which was a surprise because I saw him before the game. It's interesting. He comes to the press box before the game, and we just speak, and I said, "What's to the ask right now?" I mean, there's really no hanging chad, so to speak. There's no issue that needs to be talked about before the game. So we was pleasantries, and everybody, just from Cowboy fans, everybody was glad. They just knew they were going to win this game. They always win this game in Carolina.
Yeah.
And I'm sure seeing this team lose and that defense play the way they did, he did not want to come and talk, and certainly he didn't talk. And as you were talking about the offensive line earlier, I wanted to jump in, but we were tight. But you said that the fairy tale is over.
Yeah.
And I agree with the points that Jesse made about how Dak makes it easy for the fairy tale. But if the defense gets one damn stop, it's bad. The fairy tale wouldn't be over. It may be,
okay.
We maybe have more realism about what they are.
Yeah.
But make one damn stop and, give you a chance. If your defense don't just get whatever, I don't even know what word I want to use here. We're still talking about
mollywopped,
all
BTA.
Of that. I mean,
whooping, smoked.
I mean, Rico ran for 180 yards. The quarterback had a 112-yard passing rate with 3. I mean, stop something.
Yeah, so
do something.
I don't feel like you have to disclaimer every point, but if I do, I will.
Do something.
You know what I'm saying?
If I do, I will. The defense is the reason this is a bad football team.
Right.
99.9%. But just as other talking points, I thought that was one of them. That you went into Carolina without Tyler Booker and you went in without Cooper Beebe, and you saw it. Because part of what was helping you was Javonte Williams was looking like one of the best running backs in football. Carolina lined up all them big boys, and your backup offensive lineman couldn't open a hole for nothing.
Which, by the way, when you go back and you look at Javonte's stats, he's one of the league leaders in the National Football League on breaking tackles, right? Yards after contact and where that contact is happening. That's another thing that sometimes we look over is like, oh, Javonte's running so strong. You're like, yeah, a lot of times he's getting hit at the line of scrimmage, right? And he's making efforts to go and do more after the fact. But it's all these little things that we kind of talk about sometimes. And when Javonte's rolling, we kind of like just overlooking it. It's like, yeah, but a lot of things that are happening for Javonte are happening after he breaks tackles at or near the line of scrimmage. And eventually what ends up happening is you run into a front like Carolina, and they're like, yeah, we're going to get you at the line of scrimmage, and you're not breaking these tackles. And now what do you do?
Yeah.
And that's the thing that we just can't miss those things. And that's sometimes what's just looked over because it's like, you get a win. It's like, oh, yeah, great, we get a win. And then you're like, oh, boy, that boy Javonte is steamrolling. And he is. But what ends up happening is that some of that stuff is fallacy. It's fool's gold because you just can't be at that level of breaking tackles over and over and over and over and over again. At some point in time, you would like for him to have gaping holes. You would like for the first time he gets touched, it's 3, 4, 5 yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. And it's not just sitting around and saying, well, yeah, Javonte had 9 broken tackles. He had, these yards after contact. Because that's just not a thing that's sustainable throughout the year. And in games like you needed it yesterday, Javonte Williams had 29 yards rushing.
Yeah, and I think that's hard, especially for a guy like Javonte, because you can break a tackle when you give me somewhere to start.
Mm-hmm.
Like once you let me get going and I can squat 700 pounds or whatever,
Right.
and I can hit you and catch you a little bit off balance and your angle's a little bit wrong, I can power through it. When it's all muddy from the get-go, that's a little different.
Yeah.
That's a little bit different. But the reason I asked, I was going to give Jerry an out on not talking to the media because I did have a sneaking suspicion. Again, happy birthday, Jerry. I hope you're having a good one.
And Will McClay.
Oh, happy birthday to
Happy
the
birthday,
actual
Will
GM of the
McClay.
Cowboys. Because I was going to give him an out if it was for a specific reason, but I thought it might be because the egomaniacal guy who constantly lies to all of you to try to verify or validity, give validity.
There he is.
Validate.
That, not validify.
Yeah,
No,
you're
validate.
good. No, you're good. Validify.
I thought it might be that he couldn't
Now
think
you're
of a way.
talking like Jerry.
I thought that he couldn't think of a way to validate his own poor decisions. And so that was why he ducked the media after taking shots at a former player that he let walk, and he pretended that he was a joke and he wasn't going to do anything. I thought it might be Jerry hiding from accountability at the very top of the organization, which could hint towards why other people can dodge accountability, because at the very top, no one's ever been held accountable because the guy who would hold him accountable owns the team, and he's not going to hold himself accountable because who does that if you're a narcissist? He's probably not a narcissist. I've seen him cry and stuff. He has emotions. That was a little over the top. But if it was because you'd have such a bad showing that they needed to talk about the D coordinator and if they were going to make a change, I would understand. Like if the reason he didn't talk was because there was the potential that they needed to do something, and I don't need y'all to know about this. I got work to do. I got to talk to people and get to the bottom of this and see if we're going to make a change. I was going to give him an out, but it sounds like it was my suspicion was the reason he didn't talk. Protect his ego.
And I'm glad you brought up what they're going to do about the defense coordinator, because we've given Shotty credit, which I wrote today, for holding players accountable. Benching Diggs. Benches Kyler Elam. Sits down Mozzie. You don't show consistency. You don't do your job. We've given the credit for doing something. We're going to hold your player. Well, are you going to hold the coaches accountable?
Boy, that team meet, I'd have been like, so we holding him accountable? All right,
Right.
What about this guy the one sitting up front next to you?
Right.
What are we going to do now?
Can you hold the coaches accountable like you hold the players? So you all cool. We got the vibes. You hold the players accountable.
I'm actually lying. I wouldn't have said anything,
I understand.
but someone with much more power and position would have said something.
You
And
asked somebody if he could say it.
and I wouldn't have said anything.
You'd been like, hey,
Right.
Miles, listen,
yeah,
when they start talking,
I'd have been
could you?
Yeah, I'm like, Roy, won't you say that? I personally wouldn't have said nothing. I would have just put that out there. Patrick, guys who have much more validity and validification.
Validify.
The validify. I would have said nothing.
And I was going through my Twitter because I was trying to find it. Thibodeau for the Giants talked about the differences the defense coordinator has made. He listened to the players. He's changed some things. Which he says is why they have played better on defense. And one thing we talked about around here was, is he listening to players? Is he going to adjust the scheme to what the players do? Last night, Shotty was asked about if the players believed in the scheme, and he was not 100%
He said, I
affirmative.
think so.
He said, I
I
think
think
so.
so, and they should,
so.
and I believe they should.
Yeah.
They should. What is that?
But
It's 6 weeks into the season.
can I also, and this is not Jesse Holley cutting Matt Eberflus any bail, but you have to, to be a player, to come in and request something, you damn sure better be doing what you're supposed to do on the football field.
Right.
I was just looking at some defensive clip this morning, and it was
Are you
like,
talking about Diggs?
no, I'm talking about everybody.
Okay, all right.
I'm talking about everybody, because you want me to change something and y'all can't do the simple stuff. Simply as there's a play like Dante Fowler. You're the end man on the line of scrimmage. There's no one blitzing outside of you. You're supposed to control the edge, right? What do? You get caught inside. Where did the run come? Right to the outside where you're supposed to be containing your outside hand to be free. So it's like, now what do you want me to do? You want me to add more run support to that when you run where? You ran to the same spot another person is running into. So it wouldn't matter because I'd have had 3 dudes in the same hole and the ball still would have went to the outside. So it's not just Eberflus. It's the players messing up simple stuff. we're all going to talk about the last play of the game, right? The 4th and 3 that they converted to slant. That play, which, by the way, we might break that down for KBBU this week, John. But you got your linebacker, Kenneth from Oklahoma, and
he lost his name?
Yeah. He's Kenneth from Oklahoma now.
K9.
Nah, Kenneth from Oklahoma.
Okay.
But you got Kenneth from Oklahoma, and he's bouncing, looking for a running back, and they ain't empty. What the hell are you looking at? They're in empty. They're in empty. They're not running it. There's no running back there. If you're supposed to be undercutting and robbing the slant, that's why you have the cornerback off so deep. Right. Go. You were a step late because you hesitated. So it's like, what do you want me to do in these situations? You can come to me and tell me we should do this and this and this. And if I'm Eberflus, I turn on the tape and I go, can you get off a block? Can you just maintain outside containment? Can you just do what I asked you to do in the basic defense?
Okay, but they lie and tell us they have the personnel to run the scheme. Because it also has yes, we got the players to run the scheme. It's not a player issue. If it's not a player issue, it's not a scheme issue. But what issue is it?
So then whose fault is that?
Well, you know whose fault it is.
Going upstairs.
Birthday boy.
Going upstairs.
Everybody,
yes.
Happy birthday, Jerry.
And Will McClay.
But they were good enough to run the scheme they were running when one of the best players on the planet was on their side.
That's the impact.
What changed?
Yeah, and that's my issue. My issue with fans, the Cowboys would be better with Micah Parsons on this team.
They'd be way better.
No, bro.
They'd be way better with Micah Parsons. No, they would not be the number one defense. Yes, they would still get gassed on the ground. But could they get off the field on a third down maybe once in the fourth quarter?
Well,
possibly so. And that's what he's out there for.
And for all the things you want to say he couldn't do, he'd be one of your 2 best run defending edges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you can pretend if you want to. He's a better run defender than Jadeveon Clowney, Donovan Ezeraku, Sam Williams. Yeah.
Boy, Jadeveon Clowney, he got mad.
Boy,
$3 million.
Got a lot.
$3 million.
He got $3.5 million of no state tax money coming his way. He got y'all.
Coming up next on the DLS Cowboys podcast, there was the one big positive in that game, and Magic Marker Monday will revolve around George Pickens, and it's next on the DLS Cowboys podcast. Love if you join the Supporters Club. You can support us. It's safe. We're good here. We need each other right now. Okay. Well, I think Fran Duffy's starting his draft big board this week.
I saw something in the Slack for him today.
Mm-hmm. So get ready for that. But yeah, join the Supporters Club. You get that gold badge next to your name. Clarence, don't you sigh.
I want to win. Put Booby in. I don't want to drown.
Jerry told you we need a lot of players. And one way that we get them is next April.
Put Booby in.
It's important to be ready. The Supporters Club is awesome. You get some behind-the-scenes content, some videos and stuff that we do. You also get the badge next to your name. You get access to exclusive emojis, which is great. You can drop an 88 emoji in there. He'll be back soon. Jesse thinks he'll be back this week. I think so.
This week. I think he's going to be late.
Does Jerry do radio today? I bet he'll say that he'll absolutely
tomorrow.
Everybody
Tuesday.
That'll be fun.
He going to do that, or is he still?
I think Steven's today.
Tuesday and Friday.
Okay. We'll at least get something a little bit more put together today. Nice. Happy birthday, Jerry, though. And Jerry, if you'd like to keep up with the other DFW sports, Jerry, and everything that's going on with your Cowboys as well, in case anything slips by you, Ali's got you covered in our newsletter. It is alldlls.com/newsletter. You get signed up for that bad boy, and you will have everything you need to know about your DFW sports every day directly to your inbox. No BS. You ain't going to get spammed up. Ali doesn't send viruses. He just sends top-notch information.
The truth.
The truth. From a quality journalist. And he's... What are you looking at, Clarence?
I'm looking at Mo saying that Calvin Watkins asked the worst question. I'm looking at Joe.
Joe's like, you ready to talk about Caleb Downs, Ohio State safety.
And Mo says Calvin Watkins asked the worst question. I didn't say that. Mo said that.
You went out of your way to make sure it got on the air, though.
No, I was what I was looking at.
Look at the clock. Look at the clock.
You asked what I was looking at.
It's the DLS Cowboys podcast. Welcome back. It's time for a Magic Marker Monday. Okay, so George Pickens did go off yesterday. George Pickens was nice. George Pickens is fun. George Pickens jumped over a guy. And
Tried to do it twice.
And then did a little celebration hop afterwards that didn't really do anything. He was just hopping as he kept running. And my favorite George Pickens play of the day is when he ran the one. Okay, I guess that should be my favorite, right?
No, I think it was Same. They try to hit him too.
I think it was a different.
No, it was a different.
It was a
different
different play when Pickens is on the same sideline and he's about to go out of bounds. He's finished with the play that he's been running. And instead of just trotting out of bounds or lowering his shoulder to get some extra yards or whatever, he was going to go out of bounds. But he just had to punch somebody in the face beforehand because that's who he is.
It was premeditated because you see on that play, he had the ball in the right hand, right?
Yeah.
Before that play you're talking about, he switched to his left hand
because
so he could punch with that right hand.
He just wanted to deliver a blow because that's who he is, and my God, I love it. George Pickens is fun. But my question becomes, George Pickens got some pretty big numbers right now. George Pickens is on pace to have by far the best year of his career.
17 touchdowns.
He's already passed his touchdown.
George Pickens is on pace for 17 tutties. And I'll do the yard math later. But also showing the ability to be that dude, even when CD's not on the field. My question on Magic Marker Monday, what is George Pickens' future? With the Dallas Cowboys? Not with the Dallas Cowboys? With the Dallas Cowboys because they wha-pow, smack that tag down? Where will George Pickens be next year, and in what way, is my question. And Ali, no, you're not. Okay, as soon as you got that up, you let me know. Clarence, what you got?
Do we know who his agent is?
David,
I mean, does Jerry even talk to his
John,
agent?
Who was his agent, John? Who was the agent?
Mugaletta.
David Mulugeta.
Does Jerry even talk to his agent?
Same as Micah.
Does Jerry even talk to his agent? Okay, because Mulugeta, my boy David, my Longhorn David Mulugeta. He's gonna be afraid. Jerry's not paying two receivers top money. Let's be honest and realistic about this. He's not playing two receivers over $30 million. Not happening. Not in this lifetime. They got to balance the budget. They got to make sure, they can still go on those boat trips. You got the, I know he's burned the note on the stadium, but I don't know if he's burned the note on Bravo Eugenia yet.
Say he's cheap.
You got that note, man. You got that Bravo Eugenia note.
Ali?
We're on the same page, not with the Cowboys after this season. And
I thought it was a positive segment. I was wrong.
Well, then tell him to chill out. Then his value will go down. That's what you want him to do.
Then they say
we got Ryan Flournoy.
Look,
if he chills out, they say we can do. Ryan Flournoy can do what you do.
Bad defense, and there's an example of a team like that right now, and that's the Cincinnati Bengals. I know they only got Joe Burrow, but you paid your two receivers, and you got a really bad defense. And what's your financial future on that side of the ball? I don't think you want the Cowboys to end up like that, because then you're relying.
I'd hate to have a bad defense
On draft picks to try and salvage this thing.
What would we ever do if we had a bad defense? That would be terrible.
I want to know who left the chicken snacks here on the ground last night.
It's Ludwig.
Clarence,
No, that's
you.
Craig
That was last
Ludwig.
night. It had to be last night. It wasn't last night.
I don't remember those being there last night.
One time.
Did y'all have chicken wings? Did y'all have chicken fingers? What y'all have last night?
We didn't eat anything last night.
Y'all
One
didn't
time.
feed y'all? Y'all do a post-game show, don't get no food?
No, sometimes.
Damn.
Sometimes.
We were too depressed to eat.
Sometimes we get some food.
Y'all get no food?
One time, Jesse left some stuff underneath there. One time. 96% of the time, the answer is Craig Ludwig of the DLLS Stars podcast. I'm going to switch it up on y'all.
I know what chicken crumbs look like.
No tag.
George Pickens going to be on the
We're
tag.
going through this again 3 years in a row?
So I literally, as
George
we get
Pickens
to
going to be
this-
franchise tag.
So the tag right now, so this year the tag is $24.372 million for a wide receiver to be tagged.
That's easy.
That's this year.
Next year,
That's easy.
2026,
Easy.
it is approximately going to be, according to early projections, the tag for a wide receiver is going to be $28 million.
His contract is going to be more than that per year.
Understand
Make
this.
him play on it. Now, I know
Understand this.
Mugaleta would
when
get him
you
to
put-
hold out.
Understand this. Mugaleta. When you put the tag on,
He's very good at being, my hammy,
when
my
you put
hip.
when you put the tag on, all that money counts against your cap day one of the tag.
They could absorb his cap right now. They could absorb
$28
that.
million. I'm just saying a tag.
Yeah.
It starts at the beginning of free agency. You have that on your cap.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to have. That's gonna be nice. You'll have a $28 million. What's it, CD 30?
They have plenty of cap space.
No, I'm just saying. What is CD 30?
Do they
It's
have
over
plenty?
30 year,
Do they have
34
plenty
and a half?
next
So
year?
34 and 28.
Oh, they got money last year. They haven't done the stuff yet.
Well, I know that, but you don't really want to.
What's
have
Dak's
one.
number gonna be next year?
It'd probably be 60 or 70, but they'll just go.
His
that
over
back.
his over the cap value right now is $28.6 million. George Pickens.
That's easy. That's easy.
That's a lot of money.
That's
That's too much tied into one group.
Is it my
I'm not going
It's
that
not.
route.
There's no such thing as too much
Oh,
tied into
I'm not
one
going
group. The
that
point
route.
is to win at football, and the way that you win at football is with your best players. The idea that you want to play a game with Micah Parsons 47,
So
which should have been 38.
but here's the thing: is that if you're going to pay George Pickens, and I have no problem with George Pickens getting paid to be a Dallas Cowboy,
Right.
whether that's contractually or whether that's a franchise tag. What's going to happen on the other side of the ball? Because you're going to get the same thing you got this year, next year. You're going to get Dak playing lights out. You're going to have CD doing what he normally does. You'll have George Pickens on a $28 million contract and just having fun out there, having fun at receiver. And then guess what? You're going to have to score 39 points a game next year.
What in the history of the Dallas Cowboys makes anybody think that if they don't keep George Pickens, they're going to sign a $30 million defensive player?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Absolutely not.
That's
You know
what-
who they're going to bring in? Here's $9 million.
No,
That's Kenneth Murray.
So
you know who else they're going to bring in? $5 million. That's Kyer Elam.
Right.
That's how Jerry spends his
So
cap.
that's what I'm saying. So we'll be in the same boat next year.
Go get people.
Unless you nail this draft.
Get people.
Go get people.
Just
Go get people.
according to
You
Spo-
just said that. Who they going to go get? Not
They
only
went and
gonna
got people
All I'm
last
saying
year.
is that
They
George
don't
Pickens
go
doesn't
get-
stop you.
No, 100% it doesn't. But what I'm saying is, even if you sign him, the way that this team operates, we'll be sitting here next year saying, boy, we got George Pickens, and boy, that is fun. And
With a
boy,
bunch
watching
of other-
CDs
With a bunch of other one-year guys on contract on
Just from
defense.
a number standpoint, okay, according to Spotrac, the Cowboys have $2.8 million in cap room next year.
That's cool. What's CD's
Okay?
number next year?
Let me look at it.
It's going to go down by
Dak
30.
has a $74 million cap hit.
It'll go down by 40.
CD has a $38 million cap hit.
It'll go down by 15.
Tyler Smith has a $27 million cap
Go
hit.
down by 10.
Kenny Clark has a $21 million cap hit. Osa has a $20 million cap hit. Trevon Diggs, who probably won't be
He'll
here,
be gone.
has an $18.4 million cap hit.
You'll save 15 from
Terrence
Steele.
Steele, who probably won't be here, has an $18.1 million cap hit.
Yeah.
Bland has a $17 million cap hit. And Ferguson has a $10 million cap hit. One thing I would emphasize this. I love what Pickens is doing, but they have to start spending some of the money on defense.
Well, they're probably going to kick some of that.
They have to spend some of the money on defense.
Kenny Clark, Oso Digizua, Trayvon Diggs, Deron Bland, Hooker and Dono are both $10 million players. I just gave you $100 million in those players. They have to get the right people.
Again, but you have to invest in difference makers on defense.
They do.
They thought
And
they did.
don't. Stop it.
Kenny Clark was going to
Hold on.
save the whole thing.
Move that.
Osa's $20 million.
Kenneth Murray, Kyer Elam, Solomon Thomas. You're telling me guys that failed elsewhere, that's your strategy?
That's their strategy.
So, yeah, no, you
And Kenny
can't.
Clark is 31. If the defense looks like it is now, I don't know if we're keeping Kenny Clark next year.
Yeah, and I guess
that'd
my
be-
thing is
that'd be
just like
terrible.
George Pickens doesn't stop you from doing whatever
Kenny's
you
not there.
whatever you
I don't
want
know
to
you
do.
keeping a 32-year-old Kenny Clark next year.
What I don't like is that. So who's going to get held accountable for the people they do choose to sign is people they probably should sign. Like, you want Micah's money? Kenny Clark, Kenneth Murray, and Kyer Elam gets you to what his money should have been if they signed him when they should have. They rather have those three? Like, Jerry's going to tell you this story about what I'm going to do instead, and what he's going to do instead is the next Kenneth Murray and the next Kyer Elam, and he's going to fill up his cap space with one-year guys that had already failed somewhere, that are thrilled that you took their money on, and man, George Pickens is good as hell.
Yeah, I don't think we're arguing the fact that George Pickens should be here.
Yeah, I'm just saying you start with George, CD, and Dak.
So what you said
and
earlier.
we'll figure from there.
So what you said earlier, we asked the question first. Like, if I was to flip my answer and say yes, it's because you said without CeeDee Lamb, like he's been hurt the last 2 years. So you need another guy out there. Just because CeeDee's been banged up the last 2 seasons, injuries happen, and I'm not hoping that's not the case. I was moving forward, hope he can stay healthy, but you do need that other guy.
I think they drafted number 2 receiver. I mean, they drafted a guy that, they could have thought about Ted this year. The receivers in the draft next year.
Took a Buka.
Could
I mean, I
took a
think
Buka.
they got your boy Tyson from Arizona State. I mean,
Took a Buka.
Tyson's really good. I think they drafted a
Buka.
receiver. But you still have to fill those other positions. You still need help on defense. Still need difference makers on defense. And Hooker's on the book for $9 million. You know, might they move away from Hooker?
Yeah, I think pretty much their whole defense is about to be gone next year.
Who thought after Hooker make those comments about Micah that Hooker would still be here and Micah wouldn't?
Nobody, because no GM would
No
make
one.
that trade except one. I mean, we did a Luka trade. We made the Luka trade. And
It's
it
not
sucks
like-
for Kenny Clark that he has to be Anthony Davis, but that's what we did.
It's not like you have guys behind those guys that like, oh, I can't wait to see him down the road. Like we talk about Shamar James, 15 tackles. Well, like those are tackles down. You know, guys having to step up because your starters are so bad. Your backups aren't any better, and you don't have guys that you look ahead to moving forward. Like you got to start this whole operation over.
Yeah, they've been on a bad run of drafting. And a bad run of drafting for a team that's also not aggressive in free agency makes up for a real bad roster, and we're living it right now, baby.
How is it that some organizations always have a solid defense like Pittsburgh? I mean, some teams they always have a good defense. They might not have a great offense,
They draft
but
better.
they always have a good defense.
I mean,
You have a-
drafting
you
and
have a TJ
coaching.
Watt.
Drafting and
But
coaching.
it's just one player. I mean, they've always. I mean, they had Haywood. I mean, they always got a good. They're always going to be competitive defensively. Why have the Cowboys? It seems like it's been forever since they've had a consistently good defense and back to back. I mean, it's like you can count on a defense stopping somebody. I remember this covering this team for so long, and they got the Doomsday moniker. And what is it, Doomsday 2, and this Doomsday 3, and this Doomsday the new millennium. When they gonna get back to Doomsday?
When Quinn was here, we had good
So you don't
defense.
count those Quinn ones? I mean, they were in sacks and turnovers.
Yeah, Quinn had
Were they
good.
Doomsday? Were they stoning
Well,
people?
no, but that's hard to create.
They benefited because offense getting ahead. They had the number one offense in the league,
Yeah.
and they could pin their ears back and get sacks.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay?
it's
I'm
just
talking about a defense that stones people. I'm talking about a real defense, not a defense that takes advantage of situations.
it's back in the day, Jerry could build those teams because Jimmy did it, and because they had less restrictions, and because he might have circumvented the rules in the way that they signed Dion. But that dude ain't here no more. He ain't here no more, and the league is harder. People are doing a better job at acquiring talent because they're hiring the best people to do it. We have Jerry Jones. Happy birthday, though.
Somebody said hot boys. I just started laughing.
Yeah, coming up next, we'll put up a wrap. We'll put a wrap on the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys and the sadness. Get your anger out in the chat, but also hit us with your positivity. I'm looking for any of it. Next on the DLS Cowboys podcast. Sign up to be a diehard. It's a great time to do it. You get hooked up when you sign up to be a diehard. You get a free T-shirt as soon as you sign up that you can pick out of our merch store. We got
Yes,
some
sir.
sweet shirts in there. You want to get you a sweet shirt? I think we got. We're gonna have a few of them for us, so you can see how good they look on me.
You pressured.
We did. We pressured the company a little bit. We're gonna get us some T-shirts, and then you can see how good them diehard shirts.
I like public pressure.
Just a little bit.
A little public pressure. on
It's
the
just like
company.
shaming.
Yeah.
Like if you think I'm too mean to Jerry, just
We
know
should.
I do that because shaming is a useful
Yes.
public tool,
We should bring back public shaming.
and so I do that sometimes.
Good there.
Yeah, we do that sometimes. You could use the QR code on the screen to go sign up to be a diehard, or you can go to alldlls.com and check that bad boy
Chill
out.
out.
What are y'all doing over
You
there?
don't want.
He pushed this thing in my face.
Just keep going.
You just don't want it.
I don't want.
Try to help.
I don't want
Just keep
Big-
going. Just keep going.
circumference type things
I
in my
like-
face.
I like that they took
Just
the time
keep
to
going.
fix his mic, move it in three
just
different
have to
ways. And the first thing Claire
No,
said
he
was this.
pushed it. He
This is the
pushed
first
it
thing
in
he
my
did.
face.
Was make sure he wasn't talking straight
You don't
into
like
it,
things in your face?
which is the whole point. Is talking straight
He
into these
pushed it in my
microphones.
face, dog. You saw him, Jesse.
Because
Sign
you like
up
it
to
in
be
your
a
face.
diehard, or else, which of course is not a threat. You get discounts on merch and events. You get ad-free experience on the website. You get access to our diehard-only content that's on the website. You get all those different things. I still like that shirt with the horse on it. I
We
hope
need
that's one of the-
88 back.
Is that a horse?
I hope that's one of the ones that's on the way. I hope I can get that one with the horse on it.
Now you know we getting them boy shirts. We getting them.
What you mean?
The ones, the gray ones.
That's a nice shirt.
It is a nice shirt.
you
think,
think more work went into the horse, and so I can't have it?
You think we'll wear that 88 one next week finally?
I wear that 88 club. I wear that 3 club. It's time to pressure Jerry about George Pickens. Look, if we're not going to be good because you refuse to compete as a front office, don't let me not be fun. You don't have enough jerseys people want to buy. You better keep 3, Jerry. You better keep him. It is the DLS Cowboys podcast. We're talking about a loss to a pretty bad football team. Not a terrible football team. I will tell you that.
Team.
What?
It's a bad football team.
pretty bad football team.
They have some good.
They're unpredictable
things, but they're bad.
Their offense got some pieces.
You don't know which Carolina team you're getting.
The quarterback's
not very
average.
good. He's not very good.
But the receivers, the running
One
game,
of
They
their-
got a receiver.
One of their
and he's a rookie.
receivers. He might. Let me not.
They got Rico.
Their running back decided, yeah.
They got Rico is what they got. That's their one good receiver. Leggett is not good.
as a football player.
that's a lot of green.
Let's have real talk. As a football player, a player calls you out, the whole unit out, and say, "Buckle up, buckle up."
Yeah.
And everybody makes fun. Jerry talking trash.
Owner laughed at him.
Rico
Yeah.
told us to buckle up.
Owner
Whoa,
laughed at him, yeah.
We're shaking our boots. And
Your
then-
quarterback.
and
Your
then
quarterback made light of it.
Right.
Your defensive tackle made light of it.
And then he brought the business, and you had no answer.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing. Is that not?
No, 100% it's embarrassing. What's 1,000? And if there's anything that this defense, if I was a defensive coordinator, that's the first two clips that I play when we go into the defensive today. When we go in because you come in today, right, and you watch the team. You watch the coach will come in, the head coach, everyone together. He'll make some comments. They'll watch a couple plays together as a full staff on where, hey, these plays, we got to get better. We can't do this, blah, 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 blah. Then you'll separate, right? Then you'll go, offense will go, and then defense will go. And when I'm Eberflus, when we break off into that defensive meeting where we're going to go watch the rest of this film, play for play, and break it down, before the film comes on, I play Rico after the Miami game and go, they better buckle up. And then I play Kenny Clark saying he ain't never played nobody like us. And then I play Rico after the game where he says they wasn't buckled. Then I go, before we watch this film, to a man, that should absolutely be embarrassing. The man called his shot after he played a game.
The backup running back of the Panthers.
Called his shot.
Who will now be the starter.
We made light of it. And then he walked the dog. When we watch this film, the mirror will be held to each and every one of your faces. Now, there may be some sitting there that goes, I hope you hold the mirror to your face as well, coach,
Yeah.
for the things that you called. But that's a level of embarrassment on the highest level. Because there is something different when Michael Jordan goes, I'm about to do this.
Because he is.
You kind of go, it's Michael.
Yeah.
When Kobe goes, hey, you left too much time on the clock for me, you kind of go, oh, it's Kobe. When Tom Brady goes and he says, I'm about to march this thing down the field, you kind of almost give a little bit of reverence and grace because you're like, well, they are the greatest to ever do this. When the backup running back says this, because Rico is the backup running back.
But he also
I would say
has intel. He knows this defense.
Yeah, he knew what he was going to do.
He got intel. He's seen this defense.
He knew what he was going to do.
When at the time, I mean, Hubbard's hurt.
And
right?
he was really kind of joking. We took that quote and the words are there. But
I
if
don't
you
know if he
watched
was.
it-
I don't
if
know
you
if he was
watched it-
No, he
joking.
wasn't
When you got
joking.
If you
Yeah, he was
watched
not
him
joking.
say it-
And then
was
you got
joking.
multiple
Personal.
Cowboys firing back.
No,
If you guys watched him say it,
He said that
He was
they know what I
smiling. He
am.
was just
I've been
having
there for
fun.
5
Why?
years.
Well, he was smiling because he was enjoying. He just had a 200-yard effort. It was a
Yes.
feel good moment. He was confident. He meant what he said.
Rico didn't sit there and go, the Cowboys ain't got nothing for me.
No, but
We're going to crush
but-
them.
but
Like
what he
Rico
said was,
laughing after a game.
I am motivated. That's my old team. They didn't want to pay
For sure.
me. I know how that defense looked. Buckle up. He meant that.
Okay. It's very 2025 journalism because we get the
I would do the gotcha. There's no question about that.
we take that
We'll
little
take the
piece
soundbite.
and it's not like there's nothing about mood or tone. It's just, oh, he said he gonna tear y'all up, which I guess technically he did. The words are there,
He did tear him up.
and he did tear him up, and they should be embarrassed.
This is embarrassing. Like to a man, you should feel absolutely embarrassed. Not. I mean, you should. There's multiple moments of this year the defense should feel embarrassed. And then honestly, then I play. If I'm Eberflus, then I go and I play the end of the third and the fourth, where they went Rico run, Jimmy Horn jet sweep, Rico run, Rico pass, Etienne.
Because Rico finally tapped out.
Yeah.
Like, I've had enough.
Yeah, like Etienne,
I
Rico,
can't be buckled up right now. I need to
like
breathe.
that part, like that's the part where you go, here's where your manhood got taken.
Yeah.
When a team goes 13 plays, 12 of them runs, that tells me that they have looked at you and said, you are trash.
Yeah.
That's what that means. And far too many times have we seen the Cowboys in the third quarter get run. Like, I'm not making this up.
Yeah.
It's 8, 9, 10 consecutive run plays. I think the Bears did
Chicago
it.
did it.
Chicago did it.
About 11 plays in a row.
They did it in the playoffs. The Green Bay did it to him one time. Another team, like just San Fran did it to him. That tells me that I have zero respect for you stopping me. You stopping me? Puh, the hell you will. In fact, we're going to do it again and again and again and again. And you'll look around at each other and go, what can we do? And the answer?
Nothing.
Not a damn thing.
And that's the thing. Can you get to the? Are you going to get to the Diggs quotes on?
Yeah, I got it right in front
Get
of
to
me.
those Diggs quotes because the defense don't know what to do. The players don't know what to do. I don't know if they trust the defense coordinator.
Yeah, we're falling apart. Diggs to Calvin Watkins or a coworker because he tagged Sports Day DFW.
It was Calvin.
He said, yeah, it's frustrating. It's all these points given up. The receivers are running wide open down the field. Too many busted coverages. It's a lot. I feel like we're all over the place, and we really don't have no identity. So Eberflus kind of took veiled shots at Diggs during the week when Diggs expressed that, you know, he would like to play more man up at the podium. Eberflus took some shots. I feel like Diggs is taking shots back. And so this is where you are in the season. You are so bad that now we're just going to shoot at the same side of the ball back and forth in the media, coach to player.
See, now you're doing the media. Is that really a shot, though? I mean, we don't have an identity. They don't have an identity.
He's speaking the
he
truth.
lying or he taking a
No,
shot?
he's speaking the truth.
Is he lying? They don't know how to play the defense.
No, he's not lying.
The shot he talked about last night, we didn't do the gaps. We stopped the run early in the season, and we got gassed by the pass. And today we got gassed by the run, and we were – no, you didn't stop the run early in the season. People just didn't run on you, okay? They knew they could pass on you. And now you can't stop either, and they're confused. It's not just miscommunication. It's poor tackling. It's gap control.
Y'all getting
it's
moved.
everything.
They're getting moved.
Is that a shot at the defense coordinator? Just
Xavier
the truth.
Xavier Legette blocked Sam Williams 6 yards the opposite way. Marshawn Nealon got blocked 7 yards down the field by the tight end. Like, these aren't like linemen moving, folks. I can understand if a 300-pound dude every now and again gets up under you. A tight end blocked Marshawn Nealon 7 yards down the field to where Rico ran up the back of the tight end and Marshawn is on his heels trying to grab at him 8 yards down the field. Sam Williams got washed down the field. Oh, the guy that you brought in that's supposed to save this defense's run game, Kenny Clark, not only did he get blocked last week, his tail got blocked this week. Osa Digazua, he's jumping. Osa's lining up in one gap, jumped 2 gaps over, and the ball came right up in the gap he's supposed to be in. So I get it that some of it is scheme, 100%. But damn it, some of it is these players.
It's effort.
Some of these guys saying they're trying to do the YOLO situation. They're trying to do the hero situation. We had the same thing happen when Micah was here under the other defensive coordinator. Yes, there is a ton that should be blamed on Matt Eberflus. But again, we're talking about professional football. What you mean you don't understand what the hell you doing? What are y'all doing? Like, is anybody spending extra time coming together and saying, we will not leave this meeting room after practice until we are all on the same page on what the hell is going on? Not one day, every day. There needs to be someone that galvanizes this group, brings this group together and say, every single day, we will get into this meeting room after practice and spend an hour or 2 hours until we figure this thing out. Now, it's one thing if you just get pushed around, you get pushed around. That's another situation. But the fact of the matter is that you're saying that you don't understand what you're doing. How? What time are you spending trying to figure this thing out? That's a player situation. And that's the part about this football team that I have an issue with, is that players can complain all they want, but are you doing it behind the scenes as a group to not be out of sorts and have the miscommunication?
Happy birthday, Jerry Jones. Big day for him.
And Will McClay.
Happy birthday, Will McClay. Congrats to Jerry. It's the defense that you either paid or traded for or signed. And I have no doubt they'll turn around real quick because you're a Hall of Fame GM. Remember, you have no idea what anybody's going through, so be cool to everybody. And thanks for watching the DLS Cowboys podcast, although there is 1 minute of overtime coming. We love you. Bye.
Eliminate the contingencies.
I want to knock out your super chats for our people out there. KW, we appreciate you. If we just had a run-of-the-mill bad defense, we'd possibly have a winning record.
Yep,
this defense is historically inept. They are terrible. But that's crazy. I can't understand how teams are able to run it on you consistently because I was told they fixed that. They got rid of their biggest liability and they brought in a run, stuff, and D tackle. How is it possible they can run? I just don't understand. Zach is in the super chat. All other things equal, how many players are we from a top 20 defense? I will tell you this, because I was thinking about it last night, because I do believe the Cowboys have the worst linebacker group in the league. I 100% believe that. The worst in the league. I actually believe a guy who is late a bunch and misses a bunch of tackles and can struggle in coverage sometimes, but at least he's young and athletic. I think Shamar James is your best linebacker. I think Kenneth Murray is your worst linebacker. And I don't think it matters because none of them can play NFL football.
They got people online that's saying that the Cowboys team is missing my boy. Yeah.
Sanborn can't play either. You have the worst linebacker group in the NFL. Trayvon Diggs and Deron Bland, you can blame Eberflus if you like, but if you just watch them playing the sport, it looks like you have awful cornerbacks. And two of them,
hurt too.
Your GM paid.
Or maybe it looks like that Michael Parsons got them paid. They was at their best.
I told people that. They didn't want to hear it.
They were at their best when Michael Parsons was harassing the quarterback. Now that no one's harassing the quarterback,
people didn't want to hear that. And the front office decided it was the corners. And Micah wasn't good enough. Vance is in the super chat. Whether they sign Pickens or don't, the Cowboys will operate the same way. So why not at least keep GP? Or why? Yeah. That's what I think. Like, it doesn't matter how much cap space you have. I can tell you how Jerry's going to fill it if it's not his own players. I can tell you. So sign all of your really good players to whatever they want because you're just going to fill it up with Kenneth Murray's regardless. Not keeping Pickens is not going to get you good football players. Road again.
And Brian Peters, I think Maris is the best. He should play the mic. You'll be wrong.
Maris is lost.
Maris is not wrong.
He's lost.
No,
you'll be wrong.
They have the worst.
That was some of his work. As Parcells said, that was some of his work too.
He's like they all have their moments, right? Like Marist, if you give him a clean runway and let him tee off on somebody, boy, you're going to like the result.
Down the field.
But when you make him play football,
down the field.
When you make him play football and see what's going on and take on blocks and cover, and you don't have a single NFL caliber linebacker, starting caliber on your football team, not one.
D-Law had 2.5 sacks and 5 quarterback hits yesterday.
I mean, and if you want to talk about guys you should have kept.
I
know he's been hurt, and I know he got decent money. Too. But again, that money went to Kyer Elam and Kenneth Murray.
Right.
You lost your best run-stopping edge player. You lost the best pure pass rusher in football, and you signed Jadeveon Clowney, $3.5 million. That's what Jerry Jones.
There's a joke in the media room that Clowney will be cut before the end of the season.
He could be.
Turn on the tape.
He ain't bringing much.
Turn on the tape.
But it's the same thing. Okay, let's do the edge guys. What you got? Who's the best one? Your best pass rusher you found the day before the season started or whatever. Your best run defender is the dude Jesse just said got walked 7 yards by a tight end. That's what you put together, Jerry. Happy birthday, though. I hope you have a great time.
And Will McClay.
And happy birthday to Will McClay. Zadarius Smith retired during our show? See, he had enough. They're falling apart. And why it matters that the Eagles are falling apart is because we knew the Cowboys weren't going to be very good. The Eagles thought they were good. So that's funny that they're falling apart.
Cam Scatterboon said I'm out.
Somebody threw a super chat in during overtime, which we appreciate. Iceberg Q. Quincy Williams, go for it. Quincy Williams. Quinton?
Oh.
Don't go chasing after stuff this year.
Hell,
your GM
Quincy Williams.
Quentin Williams.
Quentin Williams.
Larry
Quincy
Williams.
Jones.
Commanders by 50.
It doesn't make a damn difference. This defense going to give up 50.
We'll be back here tomorrow, though, and the offense is good. We have Dak and George Pickens, and we like that. So now, remember, that it's Jerry's birthday.
Remember.
And Will McClay.
And Will McClay.
Remember the night you played the Titans.
Have a blessed day, and we love you. Bye.
Eliminate the contingencies.
Mugaletta.
We all silly like the mayor.